Remember, just recently there was the change in the Council of Ministers in the cabinet, and one name had made way. It was inclusion of Shobha Karandlaje. Now, why is that important? Because it is considered that she is one of the most trusted political aide of B.S. Yediyurappa, and while B.L. Santosh and others have nursed such ambitions allegedly also, there could be Prahlad Joshi, B.L. Santosh, some of these names also that may come in for contenders as the Chief Minister's position if and when Bharatiya Janata Party takes that decision. Remember, this would be a bold move given the state caste dynamics, because if the Chief Minister gets replaced, expect changes for the party organization as well. I'm again going back to our managing editor, Business Today, Siddharth Zorabi, for all the inside information he has managed to get on this developing story. So like you were telling us earlier as well, Siddharth, why is it important to see Shobha Karandlaje's entry into the Council of Ministers not in isolation, and other names who are harboring a possible ambition as Chief Minister of Karnataka? Over to you, Siddharth.
What was the need for Ms. Shobha to be included in the Council of Ministers? We saw a certain plan in the recent revamp of the Union Council of Ministers. If you were to go by that calculus, Shobha's inclusion did not really fit into some of those parameters that were visible in that inclusion. So clearly, it is for two reasons. One, it gives a certain sense of assurance to Mr. Yediyurappa, who, by the way, is 76 years old, and his 2 years of his tenure get completed later this month. And if the BJP's 75-year yardstick were to be applied, he is currently serving as the fourth-time Chief Minister of Karnataka. Those two parameters alone would tell us that Shobha's inclusion in the Council of Ministers could also have been done with the eye on reducing the possibilities of any rebellion or any opposition from Mr. Yediyurappa, who remains one of the old surviving stalwarts from a very different era than what prevails in the BJP as far the leadership is concerned. You would see that there have been other changes in the last few years with regard to grooming a newer leadership in Karnataka. Incidentally, and this is also important, the General Secretary who had been in charge of Karnataka from the BJP, P. Muralidhar Rao, had also given up that charge a few months ago, and there is a new party in charge for the state of Karnataka. And we know for a fact that when the BJP wants to make certain medium-term, long-term changes, it does them by dovetailing organizational changes as well as with administrative changes. Mr. Muralidhar Rao was seen as one of Mr. Yediyurappa's proponents in New Delhi in the BJP headquarters, and had a long-serving relationship with him. So with that change, I think a gradual process, and that's a very important point that you have made and Rahul has also made earlier. It's going to be gradual. It may surprise in terms of its timing, but it will not be sudden in that sense.
And very important what you're telling us here on India Today, Siddharth.